everybody, hope you had lots of fun yesterday doing addition and subtraction, and today we're going to move on. I will share my screen with you, and we are going to be looking at pages 30 to 33 in our addition and subtraction, our white rose booklet. We're going to be looking at 10 more and 10 less and counting in groups of 10. But first of all, before we begin, we're going to pause the video. You guys are going to pause the video and you're going to choose a number that you would like to focus on and see if you can remember any of the rhymes for these numbers. Off you go. Well done. I hope you had lots of fun practicing your numbers. Okay, let's get our brains warmed up because this is something we're going to be really focusing on this term. I'm going to say a bond to 10. And then I'm going to say the bond to 20, and you're going to have to say those numbers back to me. So if I said 6, you would say 4. Excellent. If I said 16, you would say 4. Brilliant stuff. If I said 7, you would say 3. If I said 17, you would say 3. See those relationships? Let's do a couple more together. And then you can pause the video and have a go on your own. So if I said 9, you would say 1. If I said 19, you would say 1. You can see those relationships. Okay, so stop the video and have a practice at this. Well done. Okay, so let me share my screen and we're going to go to 100 square to start off with. Here we are. Okay, so just have a little look at the 100 square, and we're going to be counting in groups of 10, looking at those multiples of 10. What's the first thing that you notice? Where are they? Brilliant. They're on the right-hand side of this square. And what digit do my multiples of 10 end in? What digit? Brilliant. They end in a 0. So let's just practice counting in tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now let's close our eyes and practice and see when you close your eyes that you can really visualize the numbers and picture them in your head. I'm going to close my eyes as well. Probably really silly on this video. You can all laugh at me, but we're going to be closing our eyes together. Off we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And as I'm doing that, I'm really visualizing the numbers. Pause the video now, close your eyes and see if you can go backwards where you start at 100 and the numbers get less, they get lower. Excellent stuff. That's a really good skill to be able to do, to be able to visualize numbers and count in our heads. It just allows us that practice to move away from having to use 100 square all the time for support. Okay, so we're thinking about 10 more and 10 less today. And again, if you want to use the MathSpot tool to be able to use Dean's, this is a really good tool. 10 more than 32 is 42. What do we notice about the numbers? What do we notice? If we look at the digits, what do we notice? Pause the video now and have this discussion. Excellent. The ones digit, which is here and here, is staying the same. But the tens digit has changed. We've added on one more group of 10. Now we're looking at 10 less, where we're minusing, we're subtracting 10. What do we notice? Pause the video now and have this discussion. Excellent. The ones digit has still stayed the same. But the tens column, the tens digit, this digit here and here, it has got one less. We can see it's gone from 3 to 2. Okay, what do you notice? I've got some missing numbers here. I wonder if anybody can pause and have a go at filling in these missing numbers. We've gone from 8 to 18 to 28. We've got a missing number, 48, missing number, 68, missing number, 88, missing number. Pause and fill them in now. Okay, let's look at our answers. And again, we've got this relationship, haven't we, where the ones digit is staying the same. We always see this 8 consistently, it stays the same. But the tens digit, this tens column, we look at the tens before the ones, the tens come before the ones. I nearly said the ones then. The tens come before the ones. The tens digit is gradually getting greater by 1. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we know that that doesn't mean 5. It means 5 groups of 10. 5 groups of 10, 6 groups of 10, 7 groups of 10. Excellent. And if we look at this across a 100 square, you can see that we've also got patterns. And what I'm going to ask you to do after this one is I'm going to ask you to firstly talk through this one and this pattern and what you notice about the calculations and about the answers, or they're being rather noisy out in the corridor. I wonder if you can hear them. And then I want you to look at the other columns. So this one, this time, let's go back to this one. We were adding on 10 and the numbers were getting greater each time. And this side, we're going to go in the opposite direction. We're starting at 94 and we're going to be talking about subtracting 10. So before I put on the answers on the side of the screen, pause the video and see if you can have a go at what 94 subtract 10 would be. And then the next number, subtract 10. See if you can look at that pattern together. Off you go. Well done. So then we go to 84. And again, it's in this column, isn't it? It's all directly on top of one another on a 100 square. That's what's so lovely about it. And another good technique, once we've done this, let's just get to the end here and see if we got our answers the same. Another lovely technique for us to be able to do is close our eyes and visualize this again and see if we can think about the tens digit and the ones digit without looking at them. So 94, 84, 74, 64, 54, and I'm really visualizing the pattern of the tens, and I know that that ones digit is staying the same. It always ends in a 4. We've got always ends in a 5, always ends in a 6, always ends in a 7. We can spend lots and lots of time looking at this 100 square. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to complete the pages from 30 to 33 in your white rose booklet. I have to say, you won't always have this number of pages to complete. It's just for the first couple of lessons where we're kind of recapping a couple of things that we've already looked at. If you're finding that really straightforward, then please do have a look at my challenge on the screen here. So there's a really lovely problem solving challenge here to be able to do. And do think continually when you're filling out your white rose pages, whether there are additional calculations that you can record against things as well, because that's always nice. So for example, when we look at page 31 and it's task 2, it says complete the tables. Let's stop my share. Says complete the tables, and if you want to, you can write some calculations underneath to talk about 21, I want 10 more and I want 10 less. So you could do 21, add 10, 21, subtract 10. There's nothing to stop you doing that alongside it underneath. Okay, have lots of fun, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Wednesday's lesson. Bye.